Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. This video is for my fifth graders. Shout out to all the fifth graders in the building, as well as all the fifth graders tuning in worldwide. And if you're a student that's trying to get better at math, I appreciate you watching this video, whether you're one of my students or not, whether you're in the school or not. I am glad you're here. So for this video, we are rocking with least common multiple. So we'll start with 5 and 8. I'm going to show you how to find the least common multiple within the numbers 5 and 8. What is the least common multiple that 5 and 8 have in common? So my advice would be to start out by making 5 multiples of each number. So for multiples of 5, we're going to count by 5s. Multiples of 8, we count by 8s. And within the first 5 multiples, we're going to see if we have any multiples in common. If there's a common multiple between 5 and 8. If after making 5 multiples of each number, there is no least common multiple, then I'll make 5 more. And then we'll keep going until we find one. So I'm going to start with 5s now. So multiples of 5. So I'm going to start 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So first 5 multiples for the number 5 are now written down in the books. So now I'm going to do multiples of 8. And after I write down 5 multiples of 8, I'm going to see if there are any numbers in common. So here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So far, from the multiples I've written down, I don't see a number in common for 5 and 8. I don't see a least common multiple. I don't see any numbers that 5 and 8 have in common. So, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to write 5 more multiples of 5. If you know how to skip count fluently by 5s and fluently by 8s, I think you'll see that there will be a number in common coming up. But I'm going to do 5 more multiples of 5. All right, so 30, 35, 40. 45, 50. All right, now counting by 8s. 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Now, if you find more than one number in common, more than one multiple that's in common between the two different numbers, you go with the smallest, because we're looking for the least common multiple. So we're looking for the smallest number that both have in common. So make this so it's a little easier to see here. All right. So now looking at all the multiples of 5 and all the multiples of 8, I do see that we do in fact have a multiple in common. Oh, wait, that's not the one. I almost circled the wrong one. So there you have it. The least common multiple between 5 and 8 is 40. The least common multiple between 5 and 8 is 40. Now, if I kept skip counting by 8 and skip counting by 5, 40 would not be the only multiple that 5 and 8 have in common. If I kept going, you would be able to see that 80 is a common multiple between 5 and 8. 100, or not 100, 80 is a common multiple between 5 and 8. And if I kept going, I would find 800 would be a common multiple between 5 and 8. Like there would be other multiples in common, but the smallest multiple, the least common multiple between 5 and 8 is 40. So for 5 and 8, the least common multiple is 40. All right, so now I'm going to do 2 other numbers now. So I'm going to erase this. I'm going to keep this chart up. I like the chart. But I'm going to now come up with 2 other numbers to find common multiples for. All right, so I'll go with some smaller numbers, 4 and 6. So let's see if I can find the common multiples between 4 and 6. So what I'm going to do, there was a student asking me today, how do I know how many multiples to write for each number? Very, very good question. Like I said, for the first problem, what I would do is I would write down 5 multiples for each number. And then after writing down 5 multiples, see if there's any multiples in common between the 2 numbers. If a couple multiples in common, if you have a least common multiple, you can stop with just the first 5 multiples that you wrote down. If there's no multiples in common after writing 5 multiples of each number, then do 5 more. Do the first 10 multiples. And then again, as soon as you found some multiples in common, that's when you can stop. So multiples of 4. So I am going to skip count by 4. I'm going to write the first 5 multiples of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. All right, so that's the first 5 multiples of 4. Now I am going to do multiples of 6. I'm actually going to write them a little smaller. I'm not going to change any of them. I'm just going to write them a little smaller because I want us to have more room. I want us to have as much room as possible. That was too small. I'm going to make it a little bigger than that. All right, so now I'm going to do the first 5 multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. All right, so we have found the common multiple. If you look at the 5 multiples that I drew for the number 4, The number 12 is a multiple of 4. And the number 12 is also a multiple of 6. So the smallest number that is a multiple of 4 and 6, the least common multiple, would be 12. I am going to do one more example. All right. So for the next one, let's see, what do I want to end it with? Final one. All right, 2 and 3. How about that? We'll end it with 2 and 3. So I got to find the least common multiple between 2 and 3. So again, I'm going to write down the first 5 multiples of 2. So to find, if you're unsure of what the multiples are, very simple. All you have to do is skip count by whatever the number is. So to find the multiples of 2, I'm simply going to skip count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, now multiples of 3. So now I'm going to write 5 multiples of 3. 3, 6, forgot my commas, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so I don't have to keep going because after just doing 5 multiples for each number, I see they do have a multiple in common. They have one multiple in common already, and is the number 6. So our least common multiple for numbers 2 and 3 is 6. Now, usually I end my shows with some basketball, but I'm going to put my musical talent and my ability to harmonize to the test. As you know, for those of you that have been following this channel from the beginning, the Mr. Camilleri Show YouTube channel, can't speak right now, the Mr. Camilleri Show YouTube channel started simply with the Mr. Camilleri Show. It was a show that's still actually in the making. It went on for about a season and a half. There's currently 10 episodes in season 1, and we have produced 4 episodes for season 2. So it started with just edited videos that were compiled together. And the first videos on my channel were basically named after the channel title, the Mr. Camilleri Show. We would have an intro song, a learning target. I would model how to solve a particular problem. And then I'd have some closing remarks. And for those of you wondering if that show is canceled or if it's returning, we still have some episodes to shoot for season 2, but I've been going live more now because the edited videos, they just take a lot longer to do. Usually when I do the edited videos, when I'm not going live and when I'm doing edited videos, Usually I do those over like a break, Christmas break, April break, spring break, summer break, because they take a long time to produce. But a lot of the viewers seem to like the intro song that I had for the Mr. Camilleri show. So I decided, I'm considering maybe also doing an intro song for the live videos, starting an intro for the lives. So what I'm going to do is to end this video. I'm going to end this video by singing an intro song for the YouTube lives, a potential intro song. So I am going to so this is Lives. We'll call it Lives version 1 potential intro. Here we go. Get back to the mic right quick. All right. Let me know in the comments what you think of this song, if I should make this the intro for my YouTube lives. The intro for the actual Mr. Camilleri show, I'll probably keep it the same, but here we go. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Oh, oh, it's the Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri show. I'm playing with it a little bit, but that's what I'm thinking about for a potential intro for the YouTube lives. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if this video was helpful. If you better understand these common multiple now, or if it's still something that you're struggling with. Also, if there's another area of math or reading that you're having a difficult time with, write in the comments the area of math or reading that you're struggling with, and I will do a future video on it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy your Wednesday, everybody.